He does not resemble mankind. There is nothing like unto him, and he is all hearing and all seeing. So anything that is from the mankind's attributes, then Allah Azza wa Jal cannot be thought about like this. Allah is not like any of his creatures, nor is he any creature like, or nor is any creature like him. His attributes are different from their attributes. He knows, but not as we know. He acts, but not as we act. He sees, but not as we see. As we mentioned last week, that how do we see? If you turn off the light, can we see? No. Allah Azza wa Jal, can he see? Yes. Why? Because the way we see is that we need a light beam to go to the object, reflect on our eye, then we can see. But Allah Azza wa Jal does not see in the way that we see. To talk, you need a sound system. You need some vibrations in our science to create that speaking. But Allah Azza wa Jal does not need that. And so, you might have a scale that works for up to 5 kilograms. This is the gold scale. But to comprehend the essence of Allah Azza wa Jal is heavier than that. We cannot put the understanding in that scale. Who wants to reach close to Allah, his mind is enough. Who wants to reach close to Allah, his mind is enough. Will help us. Our mind can help us to come close to Allah Azza wa Jal. But to know the essence of Allah Azza wa Jal, then your mind will not be enough. Can someone make it from the logical statements that we used last week? Make a logical statement about why our mind cannot know about the essence of Allah Azza wa Jal. Can someone? We said that we are contingent. What do you mean by contingent? We came to be after we were not existing. So our existence is necessary or not necessary? Unnecessary. Our existence is possible or impossible? Possible. Okay. So our mind is unnecessary, contingent, possible. What about Allah Azza wa Jal? Allah Azza wa Jal, his being is necessary or unnecessary? Necessary, because nothing can happen in the world without him being there. And so, how is he possible or impossible? Possible. So, how is he contingent or non-contingent? Non-contingent. So how can a contingent, possible, unnecessary, understand the existence of necessary and contingent? We cannot. Our mind, contingent, cannot understand except contingent. So can you, like sometimes you feel, okay, let me think. We are going to live forever in heaven, inshallah, all of us. What does forever mean? Infinity. What does infinity mean? Million year, trillion year, zillion year. Our IICSA are saying, I cannot. Why? Because my mind is contingent. Has a start, has an end. So what we are talking about is something that will not have a start, will not have an end. Eternal and everlasting, as we said last week. So, how come this mind that is contingent can understand the eternal? Cannot. Because it was created and it is going to come to an end. You might have a scale, we spoke about this. First, in any case, from the narrated things or the logical things, angels, jinn, nothing resembles him. He does not resemble mankind, and even he does not resemble angels, he does not resemble jinn, We cannot imagine Him like any of His creation. The universe around us is a sign on the majesty of Allah. He deserves to submit for Him in what He told you. So Allah Azza wa Jal, when we look at the universe and the creation of Allah Azza wa Jal around us, we feel that He deserves that we submit to Him. Submit, that's why we are Muslims. So the meaning of Muslim, submitters. We submit although we do not know His essence. But we see the majesty of His creation. His majesty, Allah Azza wa Jal, how He is great with His creation, with the universe around us, then we submit to Him. Look at this. There is enough iron in the milk of the mother only for 2 years. Do you know that? Does anyone know that? You know that? Yeah. So there is, Allah Azza wa Jal put in the milk of the mother, when she breastfeeds, enough iron for the baby only for 2 years. After 2 years, what did Allah Azza wa Jal say about the breastfeeding for the baby? How many years? 2 years. Do you think the one who created that criteria in the human beings is someone who we should not submit to? He deserves for us to submit when we know that Allah Azza wa Jal is the one who created all of this system, and we can see signs from science about His majesty. Whoever knows Allah, he will think positively about Him. And this is when it comes to people who go into depression or stress or anxiety, they don't know Allah. Because if they know Allah Azza wa Jal, they will not allow this to happen to them. They will be on the right path of Allah Azza wa Jal, and so they will have positive thinking about Allah Azza wa Jal. They will be happy. They will be happy in hardship, they will be happy in ease. They will be happy if they are rich, they will be happy if they are poor. Because they know Allah Azza wa Jal and they think positively about Allah Azza wa Jal. We don't say Allah has hearing like my hearing, as we said now, or eye or leg, descending. All of these are attributes Allah mentioned about Himself. We do not resemble mankind with this. People are either rejecting, shaping, interpreting, or delegating these attributes of Allah Azza wa Jal. And that's something where people differ. And some sects actually started happening because of these differences of the attributes of Allah Azza wa Jal. When Allah said that He descends to the sky of the earth in the last 1/3 of the night and say, "Oh my servant, we have any need that I can give you. We want to ask for forgiveness so I can forgive you. Do you want anything and I can give you?" And that's every night. This is the hadith of the Prophet ﷺ. So some people started shaping that, saying how descendance of Allah happens. This is not allowed. Some people said, no, Allah does not descend. This is not allowed. Because Allah said about Himself, the Prophet ﷺ said about Him that He descends. So if this is authentic, that's it. Okay? What about, does He descend like I descend on the stairs? Of course not. So we believe in it, but we do not try to comprehend or shape, because Allah Azza wa Jalla is not like the mankind. So we cannot think about the attributes of Allah Azza wa Jalla like we think about our attributes.